Hello. Cancer claims millions of lives every year. The third most common and second biggest cancer killer in the world is colorectal cancer. Sadly, diagnosing this cancer is extremely invasive and costly. This is where CHEK Cap could be the game changer that could save millions of lives in the coming years. The potential is exponential and unimaginable. Stick around. This is one stock you cannot afford to be in the dark on. Keep it simple. For those of you new to the channel, welcome. I am the Simple Trader. I share with you explosive stocks that I am looking to buy or already have sitting in my Freedom portfolio. I am not a financial advisor, so please understand this is all just for entertainment. Full disclosure, I have loaded in some shares of CHEK around $2 and plan to hold them till the stock lands on the moon. This company for me is game changing, but more importantly, they are helping the world and helping to save lives. If you have had family with colorectal cancer, you will know the pain this brings. No more plugging. Let's start drilling. CHEK Cap is an Israeli-based medical device company which was founded in 2005 by the Chief Technology Officer himself, Mr. Yoav Kimchi. They are developing one product and one product only, which is called the C-Scan. It is a preparation-free test designed to detect polyps before they transform into cancerous cells. According to official worldwide estimates and figures from various sources, including the WHO, there was an estimated 1.8 million new cases of colorectal cancer worldwide, with over 862,000 estimated deaths. This is a serious issue, which is not going away anytime soon. The thing with colorectal cancer is, if it's detected early enough, it is a highly treatable and curable disease. The problem is too often, when it is detected, it is already at a late stage with the onset of the cancer difficult to treat. Now why is that? Well, normally people aged 45 or over are advised to check and screen for colorectal cancer and then to recheck every 5 to 10 years, depending on what method of screening was chosen, meaning a person reaching the age of 75 could and should have had a minimum of 3 tests already. This is not the case. And why is that? Well, the average price of getting what you call a colonoscopy is around $3,000. That's a lot of money for the average person. The actual procedure of getting a colonoscopy is, let's say, not the most pleasant, as patients have to endure a couple of days fasting while taking industrial strength laxatives to clear everything out of the bowels. You can only drink water to keep yourself hydrated, and honestly, just the thought of it scares me. Are there other options? Well, yes, there are stool sample methods, but these have proven to be more inaccurate and requires more regular testing, and anything up to say 3 years a test. It's important to note that should a stool screening come back with irregular results, then a colonoscopy is still the next step. As you can see, there is no simple way of screening for this cancer, which is why its figures are so high. That is until we have C-Scan.
Better late than never, huh?
Better late than never, huh?
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Better late than never.
Currently, C-Scan has a CE mark and approval for marketing in the EU and Israel. This is big. The CE mark is a simpler process though than to get full FDA approval. Now they have actually completed a pilot study for medicinal devices, and the 2 sites they did it at was the New York University Grossman School of Medicine and, check this, the Mayo Clinic. We are not messing around if the Mayo Clinic is involved, put it that way. Simply put, the pilot study was positive and no adverse effects or data was recorded. They are now prepping and ready to proceed with the US pivotal study, which is the final hurdle to get the full FDA approval. This is the ultimate goal.
It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time.
I'm sure it's just a matter of time.
I told you it was only a matter of time. It's just a matter of time.
On the 30th of December, CHEK Cap received an extension from NASDAQ for an extension of 180 days to regain compliance with the minimum bid price of $1. This sparked a huge 200% move in the stock. Now, to regain full compliance, CHEK Cap needs to remain over this $1 requirement for 10 days, where it will then be up to Nasdaq to decide whether full compliance has been achieved. Now, some people are floating the 13th of January as the day, but my understanding is that it's 10 working business days, and as such, for me, that's the 15th of January. Side note to consider is that Nasdaq has at its own discretion to extend this period by a further 10 business days to ensure long-term compliance, but for me, the chance of this happening to CHEK Cap seems rather slim. Should they receive the full compliance, I believe the stock will be surging big. On the 18th of November 2020, they submitted the IDE application to the FDA. The FDA has officially 30 days to reply with the approval and consent to begin with what is known as a pivotal study, where the results of this would be the final hurdle to getting an FDA approval for medicinal use. This is big, and the news is already overdue. So I am expecting positive news next week that could see the stock surging way up to the atmosphere. Now, the stock was super hot on Monday this week, where it surged over 200% in one day. Absolute madness. Then it continued to spike up on Tuesday, but a bit of a sell-off then started. Since then though, it's been consolidating very nicely, albeit with very little volume. Now, to me this is not such a bad thing. It kind of highlights that not many people are selling at these prices, which is a strong indication, especially for low cap penny stocks that have just exploded upwards. It points us in the direction that potential buyers are waiting for Nasdaq compliance news and FDA consent news to further jump in. I am predicting this could be huge. Its previous high was close to $3. I am predicting that if Nasdaq compliance and FDA approval to proceed with the pivotal study are released this week, then the stock could double up easily, or it could even explode 3x to $6 to $7. Now, I am currently in the red, but know this. Even if it hits $7, I ain't selling a single share. I see too much game-changing potential in this company and the C-scan product that has unlimited market potential. I believe in the long term, this is a 30x opportunity, which puts my price target around $50 for the coming 1 to 3 years. CHEK Cap have yet to generate revenues, and it's a startup company in the earliest growth phase. It means it comes with huge potential risk, and you could lose every single penny you put in. So please don't go investing your life savings into this. So how do I see it? I like to use a simplified revenue model that is both easy to understand and put together. So firstly, doctors recommend people aged 45 and over to take a screening. The population of 2019 within the US alone of people over 45 years old is 137 million according to Statista. So that's a huge potential market already. Let's just take a worst case scenario that C-scan only gains a 3% US market share of colorectal cancer screening. That's still a potential of 4.1 million users. Let's now assume the cost of the C-scan to be about $1,000, which is slightly higher than say a stool test such as Cologuard, which starts around $650, but less than say a full colonoscopy, which starts around $3,000. That alone represents a potential revenue stream of $4 billion based on a measly 3% market share, which I think is very unrealistic. I think C-scan, if available, would take at least 30% of the market share, which means a revenue stream of close to $41 billion. This is huge and does not even factor the rest of the world. I think when I start looking at the potential size of the market, I made my mind up already and decided this company, if they can do what they do and deliver, they will be taking me to Jupiter. Remember, we are not talking about a medicine. We are talking about a medicinal screening device which has already got CE approval in Europe and Israel. So I can't see it not being legit. I can only see the FDA process dragging out. CHEK does have enough cash to run for another 12 months, which leads me to believe there will be risks of upcoming dilutions to raise capital. But when it does happen, it could be the real sparks that set this stock in motion. But since it's trialled and tested in the EU already, I see no reason why it cannot get full FDA approval in 2021 or up to 2022. Once it does, please fasten your seatbelts, as I think we will be going warp speed to Jupiter. Thank you for watching, and remember that all the content in this video is my own research and views on the stock presented, and that you should take this with precaution. Please ensure you do your own due diligence and speak to a professional before you look to invest any of your money. If you are interested in other huge growth stocks that could make you tons of money, please check out my other videos. For more huge growth stock picks and analysis and updates, please stay tuned and consider subscribing to my channel so you get the information first. I am the Simple Trader. I try to keep this simple, and will simply see you next time.